You're late.
Who's late?
You. You're late.
Yeah.
Round one loss.
That's okay. Turns out I'm not even playing. What are y'all? How's all this happening? Okay, who's streaming the?
Now,
You,
Alex is, and we're commentating, or did you know? I ain't hear nothing. It's been a while. Oh, I got music now. That was like a 30-second delay.
I didn't know it delayed that much.
You can set it up.
Oh, you can pick the delay. Oh, that's just okay. Gotcha.
That's good. It's running.
That's a good time to say Roll Tide, right? Roll Tide.
I want to clip that.
Oh, we got some more. We got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Apparently we have
Missing
7. We're
Missing 2.
we had 8 signups, right? But one person seemed.
Okay.
Well, there's only one person missing of it's 7. There's 6 people in the server.
Like Andrew?
Who's Andrew? You talking about Collins?
Oh, I was referring to the one that loves Prism.
Wait, the one that loves Prism? Oh. I don't think.
He said, "Oh."
I don't know.
That was sarcasm, by the way. Like,
I got it.
We got there.
It took me a second because I actually had to filter through all the Andrews I know that do like Prism, and then we had to flip it.
Then there's the one that really doesn't like Prism.
It's alright. I'm in the same boat as him, okay?
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Nah, you love Prism. Love curb stomping them.
I don't mind them.
Yeah. I can deal with drill mines. Can't deal with Prism.
No, Dromai is exactly what Prism should have been. She's capable. You can interact with her in a lot of ways. Like,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
Prism just, they just messed up on the word spectrum. I think
I can agree with that.
it wasn't Prism. It was the word
Spectra.
spectrum. If they would have got rid of that, you can have your Luminars. You can have everything else. Get rid of that keyword.
Still slightly be a problem, but much more manageable.
Yeah, it would be a good deck. It'd be a top tier deck, but it
Yeah.
would be one that you could interact with.
Correct.
It don't matter, man. We
Roll a
just
dice.
yeah, roll it. 2.
Awesome. So is this round CC or is this one Blitz? Okay. ETS. Fab 2 and oh, how do I do that? Like a link to the server or
So
I
you
think
can
the
actually arsenal something.
Yeah, I think the only
Not as
downside
much.
to the new mech weapon would be the fact that it forces Dash into a like complete full aggro. Because there's no way that you block with a card and boost 3 times in a turn unless everything's like 0 cost, right? So
Yeah.
with the exception of 0 to 60 and T-Bone. So maybe if another Rainbow 0 cost boost card comes out, maybe.
Oh, it's 5. 5 versus Rhinar. Let's get it.
Oh.
Let's get it going.
All right, so clearly he's gonna flip over the rock, and Reinhardt's gonna win.
That card is underwhelming.
I mean, I think it'll make play, but it's not a deck. It's not a weapon that you can like build around, but you have to like run certain cards in your deck to make it playable, like 3 pots, Tunic.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like it just weakens your deck in in entirety. Is how I feel about it.
Yeah, it forced the deck to be like super mid range and just make like efficient rock plays when you can. But who knows? Somebody might break something.
Ain't gonna be me.
All right, so we got Jonathan on the left playing Rhinar. We got Kyle on the right playing super mid range, what most would consider the premier aggro deck. Easy. I can, yeah. Somebody want to check the YouTube to confirm that?
Looks good. Yep, sound's working. Visuals are good. We're good to go.
Okay.
And Gertie's ain't got an opponent.
He might win that one.
I don't know. Oh, we got Kadachify.
Okay. And Skullcap on the Rhinar, I respect it.
And sometimes you just gotta block a little more.
I mean, funny enough, against Kadachi 5, it would be better. That one block can come in handy. Interesting to see the club, though. I think that means that he's strictly going for a more value-oriented mid-range game plan.
How many pummels do you think he's playing?
I mean, pommels, oh, at least 5. At least.
Off the bat, going in.
Now, can he play another one? That's the question. Can he play another?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got some technical difficulties.
There we go. We got it. We got there. Okay, so red barraging, that's what? 4? If it's not blocked by 2 cards, right? Pitching reds,
Yep.
that's not optimal. Okay, so this is a 4. He is not discarded, so it's 4 or 8. But obviously it's gonna be 4. You're just gonna block 2 cards. Call it.
It's an interesting play off out of the gate. Maybe his hand wasn't very good.
Yeah, maybe he had to filter, but maybe you could have kept the barraging because it didn't change the fact that he would have blocked 2 cards there. But who knows what that last card is? Maybe it's a Blood Rush Bellow and he doesn't want the barraging in hand because that's just another card that could miss. Right. Anybody that's played the game of Flesh and Blood is all too familiar with this. Kadachi for 1. Hardly ever blocked. And then Kadachi for 2. Sometimes blocked. Okay, we got the armor early. Okay. So for those of you that are wondering why Kodachi or why block the Kodachi that's not threatening a mass trigger yet, or card that's threatening a mass trigger yet, is when you let the first two Kodachis hit, what you're saying is you're investing everything in the third card, and if they have any combat trick, whether it be an Art of War or Ancestral or Razor, you kind of get blown out, right? Because you'll block, Exacxies because you're trying to be efficient, and you just get super punished. Whereas if you just block the second Kodachi, it buys you more time.
All right, it was a Blood Rush Bellow.
Look at that. Look at that. He knows what he's doing. Got this figured out. Look at that. That's definitely a 6.
That's definitely a 6. Got it. It
That's
might be
a 9.
it might be upside down, but
Yeah. Alright. So now he rips 2. Everything that's brute on the name is +2 for the turn. He's got to make something happen this turn, though, because he used a lot of armor and still took some damage. Although Kyle is off an arsenal, so that's... He's not in a terrible spot here. You just really got to make use of this Blood Rush. Which, I mean, isn't it standard to just run claws here for this reason? Because right now, if he doesn't have an attack that has go again, then he's always relying on the scabbies to get... Oh, no, not like this. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Gambler's Glove allows him to reroll. So he got the...
he almost had another one. It was close.
Yep, so Scabby's roll is his foot piece and allows him to roll a die, and the number rounded down is how many action points you gain. If you roll a 1, you get no actions, right? So your turn just ends. But Gambler Gloves, you can pop it to reroll. So playing into a swing big for
10.
For just 10. Just 10.
Solid.
Okay.
All right. Oh, running back.
Not another one. Oh my god. Just a casual 20.
My damage turn. Yeah.
Oh, if Tunic was on 3 and that was a pommel, that'd be game. So he's got file on a 3-card hand and has a 12 life lead. I'd say that Reiner's in a pretty good spot, and he has an arsenal.
And he's coming in with Kodachi, so like it's...
Yeah. So
it's
he's
not
gonna take
too...
this one. He's gonna take the next one, or block Scabbies. I wouldn't hate it.
Well, Scabby's only blocked for a 1 now.
Yeah, he's just trying to stop the Kodachi and...
Yeah, sure. Oh, he get him what they even did.
Didn't it have to hit?
No, it's he already hit with the first Kodachi.
Ah, that's right. Okay, we got even bigger than that. I've actually never seen that in a fight yet. Never seen that one. That's good with a quicken token. Okay. I like that.
Not bad.
Yep, so you can E-strike, draw a card, or... Yeah, it'd have to be draw a card here because it doesn't threaten mask. If it was the 3rd and he didn't block the second Kodachi, probably 7. But here, yeah, it's going to be draw.
I would draw here. Yeah, for sure. If he draws anything that can attack. Nope, or not.
Yeah. And see, that's the power of blocking that second Kodachi, is just... You don't have to worry about that 3rd attack. Yeah. The problem is when they run Searing Blade, and like, if you block the second thing, it's so easy for them to get to that second mash trigger. Like, that's the hard part about playing against Fi, is really knowing like what all the possibilities are. There's so many 0 costs and 1 cost, and He's doing some stuff. What color Blood Rush? Or what color? Not Blood Rush.
It's a blue one, yeah.
Oh, it's a blue one. So it's +2/+2. Assuming it's hits. Is he already discarded for the Blood Rush?
Yeah.
Oh, he don't have go again. Uh-oh. Well, that was blocked for 3, so
Yeah.
pretty good.
So
No pummel? No. Huh. Okay. So, see, that's the downside. Oh, yeah, it gets pumped because of he discarded a 6. But that's the difference between club and claws is on your Blood Rush turn. Claws is like a default, like if I don't have a very good hand off the draw. Worst case scenario, you pitch 4 resources and go 5/5, and then close with 1 attack. But with club, you kind of like have to roll scabbies if you want to get maximum value.
I've seen Alex die on turn 1.
That's it.
This guy drew the nuts.
Not starting with the doubts. Okay. Yep. Yep. He sure does. It says attack, not attack action. Not if he's got Razor in his hand. Yeah, he was reaching over for that tunic counter.
Oh, let him have it. Oh.
No, that's a Razor if I ever saw one. Yeah. Gotta do something here though. Yeah. Is that a yellow one? Red?
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay, so +3 if not blocked by 2 cards.
Oh.
Oh, the third.
This is the third one.
Look at that. Last card. I bet it hits. Yep. Easy. You would. I mean, maybe that wasn't his game plan, but he's just drawing them, so he's like, "That's cool too." Yeah.
I tell you what, claws will be pretty good here still.
Yeah. Like especially in this situation, because like if he has a 3-cost attack, like an Alpha Rampage here, he can't play it because he has to. Well, he has Tunic Hunter, so he could. I don't know.
Let's see.
Yep. But clearly, oh no. No.
We better have a pummel with this or something.
So he did discard, so it goes to 5 plus the other 5, so it's 10 if not blocked. If blocked by 2 cards, it's 8. No, 7.
She did leave him with 2 cards.
Oh, he's taking it. He said, "I got gas and a half," and he still didn't have a pummel.
He's drawing those defense reactions together. And Fate for Sands, yeah.
Well, that Arsenal, we know what that is. That's a Razor Reflex. Yeah, me neither. +1, banish draw 2, I assume. Why not? Why not? That's pretty unfortunate. They had to get rid of the Mounting Anger. So maybe he probably had a blue and a Mounting Anger. It was just like the safer option is to drop the anger. Right, you really need that blue.
Maybe he doesn't have a blue, and that's what he was looking for.
Well, he got a whole bunch of cards. He's got to have some.
Well, the rest of his cards could be 0 cost versus the Mount Anger costing 1, because he used the tunic for the Art of War. Well, But then again, if he's hoping to draw the blue anyways. Yeah. No blue. Yep.
No blue. Ouch. Hard to play a Razor Reflex with no blues.
Yeah. 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 I don't know, man. If he hits this, he can banish a snatch. Banish a snatch. Yeah.
I will say that that's probably the most inconsistent aspect of the Fi deck
Drawing
is
too many reds.
well, just
Or
investing so much in an Art of War turn, right? Because you can't tiptoe into it, right? Like you can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right?
yeah.
It's like he
That's
took 10 to play the Art of War. Because if he didn't, if he would have blocked any cards and then played the Art of War, obviously that's bad because you get diminishing returns. But if you miss on the draws, then it's just like you got punished anyway because you took all that damage to play it, and now you're pitching Lava Burst for 1 damage.
Tough.
It was not. Right.
Red Soapy strike for I want to say 5.
Yeah, and then it'll be on hit, mass trigger, and go again.
They ain't got a password on this room. We got people just going in.
Which is really, really interesting, actually, because he pitched a Lava Burst. That's very important information because, like, having a Lava Burst in hand would be the perfect card.
Ooh,
Yep.
Here we go.
That's where I was getting at, because it
100%. Gets over by 1.
gets over by 1, draws 2 cards, 1 from the Ancestral, 1 from the Mass Trigger. You had to know something was up, because
See,
oh,
there it is. It was the double.
Yeah.
I mean, it was most likely. Yes, it was most likely. But now he has to burn both of them just to not get ran over, which is still in its favor. Reiner's definitely got the upper hand.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
All day.
He does still get to draw 1, so he only traded. Yeah,
it would have been a draw too.
Yeah, so he draws 1 from the Ancestral, but now it's a blind card that could not be playable, which it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't get to go again because it didn't.
Yeah, I guess he could have snapped it if he wanted.
Well, yeah, I guess because he gets to draw first.
Yeah, I think maybe the more conservative play would just throw the Soul Bead and pitch the Ancestral, and then snap if they block it.
Pitching around for a wild ride.
Why not?
Okay.
I respect it. Look at that. That's a 6. Look at that. Let's go again.
Let me get a card.
Let's go again. I'm no scientist, but I'd say Brute's winning this game. Who is Quixar?
Random person joined the room. They got no password on that room. And imagine someone coming in tossing their cards around.
After this, we're gonna make them do their annual cybersecurity training. Password management. If I had $1 for every one of those trainings I've done being in the military, and all right, we got. I mean, as much as a poorly animated video can teach you. So that was. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Always the highest of qualities, of course. Rabble, one of my favorite cards. Yep. It's one of my least favorite cards when I play the yellow ones and then hit the blue on the top and it comes in for 1. You ever used a whole card to Kadachi? Oh, goodness. Snatch. Those are good cards.
Throw them up. You want to let this one hit?
This is the power. Yeah. This is the power of Snapdragons too, because if here he has the arsenal, so the draw seems not very threatening, but give that bad boy go again, we'll see. Oh no.
Oh, he didn't give it go.
Oh no. Yeah. That strategy works great when you can pick the cards you block with. That's the like Rhino actually counters that strategy pretty well. Yep. That's it.
How about that one?
So you said we're doing 2 CC and 2 Blitz? Wow.
Okay. Maybe we'll have these good.
Not gonna be. My biggest complaint with Blitz is you can't play Nebula Blade. And like, how can you have an exciting format without Nebula Blade? Is the real question. You remember when Chain had Nebula Blade? You know what he also had? He also had Seeds of Agony. Yeah, but he had Seeds of Agony. I don't know which one's worse. All right, the power of that's all you got. Clearly, when the combat chain closes, he'll be able to draw a card. Reinar in this, the way he's playing it with the club is actually really good because chances you rip a yellow at the end is obviously pretty high. Okay, yeah, we got a good turn. Yeah. Pretty good. And then if he does not block this 5, what he's saying is he has to commit to blocking the next card because it will present a match trigger. And if he snatches at the end, that's when you cry because that's 2 cards. And yeah. Yep.
Boy, someone who's boss.
Got 1 floating. Like it could be anything. Breaking point.
I mean,
Oh, my Lanta, you blocking that? Yeah.
oh,
That's a 6er. Well, thankfully everything in Reinar blocks 3, so it's just 2 cards, which he knew he was gonna have to commit anyway. But
he wait, he ain't
he
he.
did, so he'll draw a card. Yeah, but that was actually the right play because if you committed to blocking the headlong or hedgehog, you would have to also block the tempo, and he wouldn't have any cards. So heads up play. Now let's see the pommel. Give me. He says, he heard you. He heard. He said, yeah, you're right. You're right. Although pommel kills you there. Yeah. No.
Oh man,
no.
and the third. I mean, it's only fair, right? I mean, he's
Yeah, it's
his
fair.
3 blood rush, and then
3 Artivores and 3 Blood Rush. Yep. Okay, and with Snapdragons up.
Oh, this first one's coming in thick.
The next one's gonna be even thicker. Oh my god, my wife watched a TikTok and some girl there. Oh my god, funny as shit.
A personality.
Beast within. Blocking. Blocking the Kadachi? Wait, what? I'm. Whoa. Oh. Oh. He was just getting all the non-sixes out. Oh, let's
No, no, no.
go.
He was trying not to die to his own effect. He was trying not to whammy
So smart. So smart. Love it. Yeah, you block with everything you don't want to discard, and then you kill him.
Imagine he keeps the beast within in hand and just dies to his own mills.
Good one. Turns out the next one was not thicker because there wasn't one.
Well, that block was thick.
That was a very thick block. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a Kadachi blocked for like 10. Beast within, that's all you got, and reckless. Yeah, he blocked a Kadachi for 10 and 1. Oh, I love it. Throw us in one. We'll see what we got. That is correct. Correcto mundo. It's like Dr. Mundo. All right, Nom. What do you think about this assassin?
We don't have enough yet. We don't have enough. We need a few more cards to make that make a decision on that.
I mean, I will say it's pretty impressive that he's had 2 blue 3-block 0-cost cards. That's
Pretty good.
historically that's a very good combination. You know, and a card that on hit wins the game. You know, I've made jokes about that on hit effect, and they actually printed it on a card.
Well, let's hope he has a few combat tricks, because it wouldn't work if he don't got no combat tricks.
Same. You right? Yeah, it's Fab and 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can only play one, and it only wins the game if it's royal. But the counter, it could be like a sideboard card. So if there's like let's say there's like some crazy Viscera build that utilizes gold or something, like, and the standard is they run the crown to start with a gold or something. You can run it in a sideboard package to target that. And at worst, right, if you're wrong, it's a blue block 3. Right, which isn't the worst.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean it's a one of in the sideboard that you can play anytime. So it's not taking up too much space.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we clearly have combo Bolton that has not combo.
No. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is combo.
No. So the gallantry. So playing against Lexi, if you run the gallantry, you're rarely going to be able to pay for the gallantry because you're going to start with a frostbite. Is the
Oh,
thought process there? So you're basically trading something that you know you're not going to be able to use anyway for some more armor. So I think whether he was going combo or not,
seems like
has he comboed? Because his
his
chest is
card,
gone.
yeah, his chess piece is already gone. How many cards does he have his deck? And he's only got 3 soul.
Yeah, I mean either he is already comboed or he is really losing this game. One of the two. We don't know. We don't know.
Hey, what?
Is he-
It ain't looking good if he did or if he didn't.
Yeah, it's a tough spot because Lexi's got all full boot tempo. Yep, Tunic on 3. Three in soul. He's out of armor. That's the important part. So out of armor on 8. Still has snaps. I did see it when we came in. He had the V and Valiant Thrust combination, which is probably one of the best turns you can play just playing Bolton. Icequake, another annoying card. Jeff's old trademarked headshot. So this comes in for what, 9? Isn't it 4 plus 2 or 10? Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, because he did +1 on the, I didn't count Voltaire. Yep, 4 then 2, that's 6, plus 3, it's 9, plus 1 from the Voltaire is 10 on hit. Frost bite. Actually, I think I know what I know what's happening here. The Bolton is trying to fatigue. He has 3 in his soul because there's 3 soul shields. That's what's happening. Yeah, or yeah, two, yeah. Yeah, so he like charged 1 time and he's just trying to fatigue. Okay. This makes sense. So he just used the chest piece for armor block. So he went in with the assumption that he was going to fatigue, which could be right. I mean, we'll figure out very quickly
We got a
how
deck
correct
count?
that is.
Can we get a deck count?
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Okay, so this game is not as lopsided as we thought now that we've identified the appropriate strategies. Blue Bolton shot. Okay, not the most threatening thing. Definitely getting at least a card. I think the most important thing for the Bolton player to do here is just get a D-reactant arsenal as quickly as possible for when Lexi has her bigger turn. That way you can block more than just 12. Yep, 2 cards, and then hopefully he has a D-react arsenal. Hopefully. We'll know if it's a D-react if he just draws up. Yep, so he's just drawing here probably, which means it's not a D-react. Because he doesn't want to put a card that he's not going to play in Arsenal. Oh, it probably is D-react then. Sweet. Alright, so Alexi's down to... We got, what, it was 17, it was 21 before, and she used 4 cards, so she's got 17. Winner's Bite. Good card for the Bolton player, because it's this card, it's a -1 card on the Lexi player, and then -0 cards on the Bolton player, because, yeah. Smart pitching the yellow too, in case he has another one. Which he did. See? That's heads up right there. Love it. Okay. This is a little scary because he has 3 cards in hand. He knows 2 Bolton shots are coming. Good block. See? Oh, he's got Rain Razors too. He flashed it. But that's only 2 damage, and he can block completely on the other ones. So I actually, since you know all the information, I actually liked just throwing a regular card out front and not using the sync, and then just taking one if he, and then that way if he pumps it, you can still sync, and then save the sync blow for a more important turn. Oh, and he just decided to pass turn. Okay. Yeah, that feels real bad because then he got rid of the D-React. Hopefully he has another one, but, Probably just swing with a Saber, maybe? Unless he has something. Celestial Cataclysm would be good here. Kind of spicy. Yep, and there's exactly 0 chance that Lexi blocks it. Yep. Alright, so we know. Yep, we know that there's a Rain Razors in Arsenal because he kind of flashed a little bit. I don't know if the opponent saw that though. But wait a second. Is that? For a lonely 2, but what we know will soon be 4. Right. Correct. So currently it doesn't even have go again. So there's something. Yeah. Yep. You're just basically straight up just saying, I got razors. But that's good. That's good. Okay, what can the Lexi player follow up with? Chilling Ice Vein. On hit, nothing because it's getting blocked. Okay, that's a red one. So I'd come in for. Oh, he has an embodiment of lightning. No, he's just showing using it as a go again, which means that he is telling his opponent that there is another arrow. Now, here's the scary part: is if that is a endless arrow in his hand. I think if you're playing against the Lexi player, that's the first thing you have to do in this situation is look in your opponent's graveyard and count the endless arrows. And he fused it, so that forces a 3-card block whether you want to, because if he takes one, he loses a card anyway, right? So, yeah, because he'll take 3 and get the arrow back, so it effectively didn't cost him a card, and he'll have it for next turn. Okay, so he got out a little lucky. Yep, got out a little lucky. So, the good thing here for the Bolton player is he knows that he fused with an Arctic Incarceration, which once it lands in Arsenal, if it does, can get clogged very quickly. And what's gonna end up happening is it's on the top of his deck. Yeah, okay. So the Arctic Incarceration down there, it doesn't have go again. It just makes Frostbite tokens, right? Which obviously the Bolton doesn't care about. And but it has to be played, right? Or else you can't utilize the other Arsenal slot. Yep, there it is. Okay, they found it. Yeah. So what's gonna happen? He's gonna have to flip it, give a Frostbite. He's gonna play 1 arrow, then play the Incarcer. Right, exactly. And then he's only gonna. The key part is he's only gonna be able to attack with one arrow the turn that he plays it, or he'll shoot 2 arrows and have to sacrifice a damage because he'll instead of doing +1 on the second Voltaire, he'll have to do go again to be able to get it out of arsenal. So I'm actually, me personally, not a fan of arsenaling that card, although it was necessary for the fuse, and you do need to increase. You need to get it out of your hand to get arrows. So I guess that doesn't make sense. There's one soul shield that hasn't been found, right? Okay. Okay. Um. Yeah. So. Uh. No, he could discard it on a Chilling Ice Vein trigger, a Winter's Bite trigger, or something like that. Um. All right. So the Lexi taking a long time is a good sign for Bolton, probably. Yep. We're gonna see go again here. Probably just throw it, fuse it, play the incarceration, and just take another turn to kind of set up, which normally would help Bolton, but Bolton doesn't have any more D react, so there's really no. Like he might throw 2 damage at Lexi, but it's not a game of damage anymore. It's a game of cards. No, he needs to do go again so he can get the Arctic incarceration out of Arsenal. Yep. That thing's gotta go. It can't hang out. Yep, he knows that. And then now, like I said, he might double pitch for a sword swing or something, but like so just take 2 damage and the game hasn't changed at all. Except mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only a 3-card difference. However, the biggest thing is the fact that like half of Lexi's cards right now probably are like just random ice cards that don't actually have any threat density. Exactly.
And Bolton can attack with sabers.
What if he can attack with his soul?
And Alexi's gonna start throwing bows at people.
Uh-oh, Lexi's setting up past the whole turn on the 5-card hand. Now this is how many cards does Lexi have left? I actually like this play because let's say that he has a decent hand and he can present 15 damage. You just go to 4 and actually if you go to like 4 and you have to start blocking sooner from the saber. Oh, he's just attacking the saber. Okay. That works on a 5-card hand. Okay. That's it, man. That's the dream. Okay. Okay. So everybody's just like, he's like, okay, go and set up. Take your time. Okay, we got the cold snap. Bolton doesn't care because he's out of D reacts, so he will probably not pay it. If I was a betting man.
If you were a betting man.
Yeah.
If.
Yeah. Correct. So some of the cards that we've seen, like Lightning Surge, although Lightning Surge would be kind of weird here because it's no good when it's not coming from Arsenal. So it'd be kind of awkward.
He's just gonna shoot it last.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, it is. It's just a 0-4. Shoot it last. Take a shot.
Passing Helix.
Give it a go to plus, or give it go again. Shoot.
Pew pew. Just need break points. That's faux go again. Faux go again. Let's get a Rain Razor's count on the graveyard. See what we're working with. See if there's anything hidden.
Oh.
Oh man. 3 Rains. 3 Endless Arrow. Uh-oh. Lexi's out of gas.
Lexi is out of gasoline.
I hate to say it, but I think Bolton's sitting pretty comfortable at 6 life here.
Ooh, oh,
Uh-oh.
somehow Bolton drew an arrow. Yeah, he did something. He whipped the chilling ice vein. Yeah, whipped the chilling ice vein into his hand. Oh, there.
Okay, Frostlock comes in for 4 if it's fused, correct? So that'd be... So we're looking at 4/4/4 that we can see.
I mean, that would do it.
Pitch, but if he doesn't fuse... Okay, he does fuse. Okay.
Got the fuse.
Icing encounter. Oh, 5, okay. So he's not picking go again on this one. So he's saving... So he has a lightning in the deck, I guess, and he's saving that for the dazzling. Yeah, but he's it ain't looking not looking good. Oh, the Centauri Saber for 2.
Whatever shall he do?
Chipping him down with a butter knife. I tell you what. Can't tell you how many times I've died from that butter knife. I had to develop a whole dedicated Rune Blade plan that involves that too. But the whole Chains of Eminence and Creepers. I had to develop that whole thing. But ever since then, he ain't got me. Not at Armory. Not while I was running it. That's it, bro. Yeah. Yeah. How many cards does Bolton got though? Yeah, I think Bolton. And that's why it was actually very bad for the Bolton player to Arsenal a card, no matter what that card is, unless it was a D-React. Because that card could be used to block with a stall one more turn or a swing saber.
Scar one. He won't.
Yeah, he probably won't.
you got you caught that right.
I'll tell you what, when I was running those rusted relics, I'd be discarding on that thing all the time. Get all those reds out of the deck.
Your deck was doo doo.
It was all right.
Get slow played, nerd.
uh, yeah.
I think we got a picture of him just sitting there getting slow played. Just
Yeah,
the
not my
face
best
you made.
picture.
Just the face you were making.
Yeah, my picture was like, I'm winning this game. And then little did I know I was going to draw. Not ideal. I have no idea.
He doesn't play lightning
Oh,
cards.
okay. So he's just trying to he's just doing the card game. He's just trying to make sure he gets 2 cards off of every block. And then yeah, because like worst case scenario, if it was Bolton's last card, this Dazzling comes in for 4, he just eats it, and then yeah, Lexi
Oh,
ain't gonna pull it.
he's
But,
out of cards. Boy. No bueno.
See, if Lexi players would learn how to fletch arrows, they could just make their own on the go.
The go.
You wouldn't have these problems.
Yeah, just a couple remembrance.
That Lexi's hand is Arctic Incarceration, Blue Arctic Incarceration, Hypothermia. Yep, that is
Do you play that Frostfang already? Or
I'm not.
I see encounter.
Sure. This
Is
is
what-
oh yeah, he's got a Arctic Incarceration, a Hypothermia, Icy Encounter, and Unknown. But I don't think that wins.
Oh yeah, he'll show you. You know, Gecko again. Oh,
What you gonna do about that?
how you
Pass.
feel? Pass.
Oh no, you just pitch like 4 cards to thing your butter knife and call it that. Yep, this is it. Oh, she wrote.
He's just stalling at this point. Timing around. Get in there and tell him timing around.
Mm-mm-mm. Uh-oh. It's not enough. Not enough. Block 2 cards, swing the butter knife again. Although the Lexi player could play the Hypothermia. So that way the Saber doesn't have go again, even though Bolton does not care. Look at that. Look at that. Discipline. With the butter knife. Oh, Tunic's gone. Got 2 cards. I don't know.
Oh, he's stalling.
Yeah. He said, I'm gonna make you earn it. This is when you This is when you Celestial Cataclysm for 7. No, he literally just needs to keep butter knifing, cause like that's what he's trying to. Keep butter knifing. The trap here is like you like play attack, go again, charge card, like stuff like that. But then like at the end he can do that and like get a card. Because
No
this only gets one card. For show.
I mean, you can give him.
Yep,
You can.
That's the ball game. That's the ball game. Yep. Bolt goes to 2 and just keeps butter knifing. Yep. That's it.
And you never know. He might.
It sounded like you said sideburns. uh,
we we met him in France, my guy.
yeah. I was like, yeah. He could have watched the Elvis movie and got motivated. You don't know. You don't know.
I don't know. You
Okay, everybody. So the lesson to learn here is select your own arrows if you don't want to run out.
I'll be back.
Get it going. Tear it up. Boom, 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 boom. Good pop, pop, pop. Yeah.
Doing good.
Yeah, sure. I'll set it up.
Yeah, okay, sure, I will join.
It's gonna be Cybern join here, password TCGZ for the card, guys.
Thanks.
Did Gertie's beat buy allocated? Okay, all right. Sure. Easy. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Leviosa. Ho ho ho. Oh, what do you win? Look at that. Look at that. Noise. Well, I've talked with Josh enough about this match that yes, it should be. The only way that Bolton loses this match is if it's the combo turn and he's forced to block with more than one card. If that happens, that's when we know he lost. If it's his turn, his combo turn, and he has to block with more than 2 cards due to life. Because like if it's like on hit effects, yeah, if it's on hit effects, like very weirdly, like other than a couple blocking decisions from Bolton, like this match is decided by life is at X when he gets the combo, and that's it. Should be, yeah. Are you streaming yet? I don't see it. Yeah, in the Discord, so I know what's happening. Yeah. So he should just be, yeah, Spy should just be going as fast as humanly possible, and then Bolton typically wants to go first here. So he won the die roll, so he should go first. He is going to charge a card and pop Halo, which will allow him to start the game with effective 2 soul. And then he will, yep. And the convenient thing here is all you need is 3 soul for Bolton in this match specifically, because the greatest threat to Bolton is like you only have 3 soul and you combo, and then like they block out before you can replenish your soul, so it cuts the combo off short. But Fi does not have that ability because 90% of his deck is attack actions, which on the turn pumps his Centaur Sabers by 2. So it's like even if he's running the armor suite, it's like you just can't do it. However, I will say heads up play by the Fi player to run Pouncing Links instead of Momentum, because Momentum's not hitting anyway because he wants to block. So really good play there. So like I said, popping Halo, charging, then playing a card to charge again. He'll Arsenal, hopefully what is a D-react, and then charge one more time, and then he just blocks out until he gets it. Super simple. The only downside is that you do give the opponent the ability to filter, because you're only throwing 1 attack, so they know they can just give you. So even though Gertie's has only a 4-card hand, I do expect it to be a fairly decent one. He'll have the blue, he'll have the starter and all that. Yep. 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 Oh yeah, that's a lava burst if I ever saw one in that hand.
What's
Or
up,
it could
guys?
be. What up?
I like what I'm seeing. Ah, this looks like my type of match. You know, something I've actually started thinking more and more about is so I had an aha moment with Bolton with the Halo of Illumination. I think I just had another aha moment. And I want to get your opinion on this. I actually think you should be going second as Bolton. Because when you combo off and they're at 40, it's possible that you actually can't kill them post combo. I'm talking about Fire in particular, but I actually think this might apply to all the other heroes. If you go second, they have to
Take the damage.
they have to take a round of damage to pivot, and they're very
Right.
likely to do that, right? Nobody gives a crap about their life when they're at 40, right? They're like, yeah, go to 33, whatever, right?
Yep.
So there's a big difference between comboing when they're at full life and when they're at like 32
Mhm.
or even 34. It's a big difference.
Look at
In
that. I knew
addition
it.
to that, there's the lava burst. Yeah. In addition to that, you also dig deeper into your deck. So I've been thinking, like, am I actually comboing faster and guaranteeing my kill by going second more often? Okay, here's the thing. Like, I've posted 3 of my deck lists on Fabery, and they've been played a lot on Talishar, and there's actually a massive win rate difference. We're talking we're talking about like a sample size of like 200 games here. There's actually a big difference between going first and second. So second is actually above 50%. The other going first is actually below 50%.
Huh.
So I'm really like, this is making me think. I also talked with Kyle Garton from our locals, Nathan, and he also was like, you know what? Because he picked. We were playing at a local, and he picked going second as a Phi, and I really had to like think a little bit. I'm like, hold on. And some of my opponents in Columbus also picked second, so I'm starting to like wonder if I like even got some. Like, I always just defaulted like, yeah, Bolting wants to go first. That actually might not be true. Plus, if they attack you on turn 1 and you have a soul shield, you also get that into your soul, which is nice. So yeah, I don't even know if it's like, yeah.
So did the Bolton player end with a card in hand and did not charge his 3rd soul? Did I see that right?
Wow.
The Bolton player, he
He
had a
likely
card
has
in
the combo
hand
here.
Well, he's only got 2 soul. He needs
That's
3,
enough.
right?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
You don't need 3 soul against Phi. Their cards literally cannot block. Except Ancestral Empowerment. Does Rise block for 3? Yeah, that's basically, yeah. That doesn't cut it. You might need 3 soul if you were playing against the Furnace, but here there's no way for him to stop the attack. So here, this is just throw your armor in front of it and go for it. Who cares if he snaps into something, into Phoenix Wave, into Mask, into Salt the Wound? Who cares? You're not gonna die. Now he needs to do 30 because he has 3 armor right now. There's no way he's dealing 30 here. It's not even a consideration here. You just take this. Yeah, you throw the armor in front of it here.
Easy peasy.
And this is where the Phi player goes, ah, shit. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Like, no blocks. Uh-oh. No blocks. Uh-oh. Block with armor. Uh-oh. Alright, so he drew off Snatch, also got a card. Yeah. And so, okay, so look at this. The 5 players at 37 here. So, there is a possibility if the Bolton player didn't find his combo this fast, he would be like at 5 to 10 life.
Mhm.
So let's say you combo off at 5 to 10 life, you'll go up to like 15 because you run some non-light cards. So the end result is you're at 15 and they're at 7. And now the 5 player could actually pressure you to the degree which you can't close the game that well. A good Fi is not going to block anything if they're at 37.
Oh, Bolts of Courage starter. That's good.
Less good because there is only 3 soul here. So actually you can't, like, here you might just throw 3 armor in front of it or 4 armor in front of it.
Right, because you can't beacon.
Yeah, you can't beacon for more than 1 with this little soul. All right, blocking like that is okay. Yeah, that's a 5 block against a 4.
Yep.
That gets the job done.
Oh, he's got the net. He's got the natty because he's gonna snap it. Well, he's gonna snap.
Well,
it anyway,
you have to snap it with this little soul. Well, considering that he's you need to snap it here. You can't actually. Hold on. You don't need to snap it here. You don't actually need to snap it here. There's no way.
If he plays beacon to have the combo, he needs to snap it. If
Yes,
he doesn't
correct.
have beacon, he
Yeah.
doesn't need to.
That's correct.
Yeah, because then he can save it for. No, because he didn't snap. He's got the natty.
Yep.
The natty. Yo. Double Lumina. Those of you who are unfamiliar with this interaction, Courage Blade Hole decreases all sword attacks by 1. Centauri Saber costs 1, so it makes all the swings free. Gallantry Gold gives all weapon attacks +1. And the card that he's about to play is Luminous Ascension, which allows you to swing with each weapon 1 more time. So if he plays 2 of them, he can swing a total of 6 times, and then off both of them they get +1. So a total of +3 makes the Centauri Sabers come in for 5 or 7 if they block with an attack action card. And on hit, they banish 2 cards if either
Reveal.
one of them are light. Yeah, or reveal 2 cards and they go into soul if they are light, and you gain a health per 1 added to soul.
Yep. Of note here, if that bolt hit, the Fi would be dead because you would attack 6 times and then end with Cataclysm, and that is
Yep. Yeah.
that is basically style points if you can do that. Yeah.
What
What were you gonna say?
Yep. And yeah, so he has to count the beacons as they come off and make sure that he keeps at least 1. But what we typically see here is the 5 player will take 25. They'll take the first 5 swings and then usually give 2 cards to block the last attack is typically what happens. If he has enough armor, he'll block the last 2 attacks, but more than likely in this situation, he'll take 25 down to
I
He was at
think
what,
he's taking all the
37?
damage here because he has Mask of the Pouncing Lynx instead of MOM, and he doesn't have.
So you think he's going to 7?
Oh, hold on. Was this game only 2 turns?
Literally.
Okay, so this is a pretty quick combo. About 10% of games you can combo.
Yeah,
on
this is a
2
high
turns.
roll on Bolton for sure. Yep.
Yes, this is a top 10% of games.
Yep. Mhm.
Is that a blue whisper? Okay, that is a card that I was playing around with a little bit. Bolton doesn't really have very good blues, so it is a non-like card though.
This is it. So we'll see if he's. I think he blocks this one. Well, you're committed at this
Mm.
point. I think you just have to take it. Like, yeah. I
So
mean,
okay, so now look at this situation. At 7 life, let's imagine that situation I talked about
to
is
32.
imagine if the Bolton was at 15.
Right.
This
He can
is
still win.
actually not this is actually not a guaranteed win for the Bolton.
Right.
At 32 you're fine, but
Yeah. Yeah.
at 15 life, if they just took all the damage there, like
They could clap back and get your hand.
yeah.
and-
So
yep.
so the difference is if you can get them really really low, all you have to do is keep a blue and then swing your Centauri Saber. And then assuming that they're really low, like 2 or below, you can just give your Centauri Sabers go again. So
Yeah.
like you don't even need multiple cards.
So
But from here, this is it should
yeah,
be
from
pretty smooth
here, what? Fi has to be 4.5 times more efficient than Bolton. That's pretty difficult. Yeah, I mean, Bolton is not the most efficient hero by any means.
You can
but-
draw some yeah, he's
Yeah.
in fine shape, but it's possible that you draw bad post combo hands.
Well, he hit a lot of D-Rack, so I don't see that happening. And he only banished 1 beacon, so literally the next beacon he finds, he just wins because he just sits on it until the person doesn't block.
Mhm.
This very quickly became a 95 to 5 game real quick. Yep. And he's gonna, of course, pop links. Which means he
So
cannot
look at
banish.
this. If he was at the life total I was talking about, he already has to block right here.
Yep.
So
And he still got 3 cards.
yeah, this is why I found playing Bolton against Fi to be kind of weird. Like, I actually think you do want to go second.
Yep.
Because, I mean, again, I've already talked about why, but yeah. Okay, from 7. Jeez. Look at the
Ooh.
damage output. All right, so from here, actually with Snapdragon still available, there's a lot of possibilities here.
Well, we know he doesn't have a bad hand, or he would have blocked some of that.
Well,
It's
I think
unlikely a V.
with
Oh, it
that's
is a
right.
V. Okay, so but you can only charge it once, right?
you could charge it twice here. Why not?
Well,
You
it would
don't-
just be
you-
it. Saber,
the
saber.
reason to well, yeah, that's also pretty good, but the only reason you would keep a card in your hand is because if you have a lot of soul, generally you won't double charge V. You double
Right.
charge V when your soul is low,
Gotcha.
because it's actually more damage here to single charge it, but there's 2 downsides. It costs more soul to execute your turn, and it also makes you vulnerable to Ice React.
Mhm.
So against Oldhim, or when I'm low on soul, I double charge V.
Right.
Or against Icelander 2, I guess I also generally double charge V. Okay, so this is a single charge of V, so this is 4 or 5. So he can just take this here. In fact, he probably should. just to see what else is coming. This is 3 or 5. This has to be blocked. And probably should just throw the Tunic here, go to 1.
Oh goodness, he's gonna have a Celestial at the end.
You could.
That would win the game.
I
Real
mean,
quick.
what did he charge into a soul? A soul shield, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that doesn't tell us too much about things.
Yeah. That
Okay,
tells.
Art of War is one of the better defending things that you can do. Especially getting rid of a Phoenix Flame.
Yeah, this is a block.
Okay, so that's gonna.
4.
Yep.
But
So
that
taking a
comes
1
in.
here.
He'll take 1, yeah, because Bolton. If they remember it. Well.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Sorry.
No, I guess Pump by itself and Bolton, right? For 2.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yes. It's
Yeah.
3 or 5 here.
Yeah.
There should have been 1 damage there.
Yep.
Mhm.
No, he took 2 from that one.
So yeah, they missed the damage there.
And that one gets pumped. So that's game if he doesn't block anymore. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Right. I don't know, but he should not have a card in hand currently.
Yep.
Is how it should have happened, but I don't think that changes much. There's no way that the max damage that can be presented here is 7 damage, and that's not going to get a single card, and then you're back in the same situation. But every breakpoint's 2 cards, so like there's just 0.
Yep. This is what I call the Kodachi lock here.
Yeah.
It's even a more extreme version of the Kodachi lock
So
because it's getting 2 cards per attack instead of 1.
yep, charge soul. And the good part here about Bolton being blocked is it makes it very easy to actually give stuff go again,
Mhm.
whereas that is traditionally a problem.
I mean, attack action based heroes when they're this low are basically dead.
Yep.
Dash, Phi, Katsu, they're all, even Bolton. Like you get low like this, you're dead. Yep.
It is.
Yeah, that was already the end of the game. That should be 4
Yeah.
damage, 2 or 4.
He's forgetting Bolton.
Oh, now
There
you
we go.
remember.
Now he knows. There we go.
Good
Give me that
job.
other card.
Yep.
Yeah, and then that one kills him. Yep.
Yep. Good job.
So, if anybody wants to play at Worlds and not lose to a Phi, but have a very hard time into Ice Heroes, this is the deck for you.
This has a decent chance of being my deck. We'll see. Still have some testing to do. Yeah, it's whether or not I'm taking Dory Dory or Bolton Dory. I already know what I'm playing for Blitz.
I'm the opposite. I know what I'm playing for CC, and I do not.
Yes. Grab 1.
Tab 1. No.
I'm gonna get my arse kicked, as the Irish say.
Can't go wrong with him.
Who we got? Okay.
Why are his induction chamber and plasma purifier
So tiny.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of things yet. Anyways, Club Reinhardt, generally considered to be the more controlling version of this deck. Not sure if you want to be the quote unquote smaller control deck, since I think Dash's inevitability is a bit more. Although that may not actually be true. Reinhardt does have access to Arg Smash. That actually may be why. Maybe Dash was making them smaller to hide them from the from the Arg Smash. He's like, I don't have any items for you to smash. What are you talking about? Actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, I think with Arc Smash, it actually may be more favored towards Reinhardt in the long control game, which actually very few decks actually can out control Dash, but control Reinhardt actually is one of those. I actually don't know how long this game has been going. Well, the club is just efficient, and barraging beatdown into club is super efficient. In addition to that, I mean, Arg Smash just destroys all the items of Dash, so there's no way for Dash to actually get, like, the way Dash control gets value is with the items. And once if they're just trading blows like this, the Reinhardt actually has a win condition, which is
Wait,
an Alpha
he's-
Rampage or
that's a wild card.
barraging beatdown. We didn't see it, but yeah.
Send to hell. Yeah, Alpha Rampage. That's a brutal one. It- Yep.
Not an awful position because you're going to get 2 cards back. So it's possible you do load. You could do 6 here, which is not awful, but probably not going to get the job done here. Where did that second Plasma Purifier come from?
Oh, he's just showing that it's active, I think.
Okay. So they're in my back pocket. Yep, sure. Another Blue Whispers. Is this a new trendy card, huh? I don't actually know why Dash would want Blue Whispers of the Oracle. I guess you find your items faster. Yeah. Right, but Raging Onslaught. Okay. Huh. Okay.
Isn't it a Yu-Gi-Oh reference? Tree Frog was the card that like never died, right? Like anytime it goes to the graveyard, you put it in. Yeah. Swing big.
Drew out all red hand, not great.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I remember that card. When it ultra rare, looked like a flying toad. Oh, they made it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now, this is actually really good. If he would have blocked that, he would have got a Quicken token and could have. That Quicken token would have been worth a free induction chamber, right? Could have went pop and then pop. Yeah, it's an attack, right?
Yeah, it's an attack.
Yeah.
Yep. Hi, this is Josh.
This is Nathan. Leave it to Alex to mess it up.
My mic's been muted the whole time.
That actually makes Nathan and I sound a little crazy as well. It's like it's like hold on, what?
Nobody said anything any earlier? Oh my goodness gracious.
That's Alex. He's used to running a typewriter, so
There's actually a possibility that Reinhardt lost the game here. Because he rolled scabbies there. If he double scabbied and failed,
Unlikely.
1 in 36 though. But yeah, you could literally just lose the game.
I mean, this is over, right? Even a
well,
romping club would end the game, right?
Yes. Because
That
the
works.
rushing beat 10.
pretty good card.
Intimidate and then coming in for 10 here. Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't even.
Oh,
have a
it didn't block anyway.
Yeah.
Reinhardt's 2-0. Look at that. And Bolton's 2-0, and that's the only two 2-0s we got, right? And then they'll play in the. So we obviously have to do that match, right?
Yes, the 2-0 match, of course.
Yeah, the Bolton and Reinhard.
Let's see, this was red victory. GG.
That's Jonathan.
Yep.
I'll be right back, guys.
Alrighty. Let's see, I just need to figure out who won versus the other team. Let's see. Hey Jeff, did you win?
Yeah, I messaged you.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Alright, we're moving into Blitz now, Josh.
Nice.
Let's see. Are you making the lobby?
Yeah, sure. I can make one.
Alright, just send me the details when you get it and I'm gonna watch your game.
Okay. It's FAPCC and password is CC.
Alright. Alright. Ooh, Dorinthia. He's sticking with the warrior trend.
Yeah,
This is our Bolton player.
Like a little Josh.
Yeah.
that's basically me. I should talk with
Oh.
him about.
All of you warriors are the same. You all stick with the same thing.
That's right.
I mean, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say, right?
Well, it clearly is broke right now, but but that's not really the hero's fault. It's actually the metagame's fault.
Alright everyone, we're moving into Blitz now. This tournament is a 4-round Swiss tournament. We're doing CC for the first 2 rounds, Blitz for the second 2 rounds, and then we'll cut to the top 4 players, and they will be doing, let's see, Blitz for the top 4 match, and then CC for the finals. I knew Jonathan would be playing Reinar. Reinar and CC, Reinar and Blitz. Josh, tell me a little bit about this matchup. I think this matchup's pretty interesting, actually.
This is actually one of the more dangerous matchups for Dory.
Yep.
Mainly because you don't get to like the strength of Dorinthia is she gets into the late game where with the life totals relatively equal, but then she can drop really low and hold cards and then basically lock the game out from there. Reiner doesn't really allow you to do that. He can kill you from 10. So you can't really walk the life totals down as Dory. You kind of just have to push. Another thing is that, I mean, the real key factor here is whether the Dory has sink below or not.
Right.
A single sink below here actually just wins you the game.
Goes a
They
long
go for a
way.
big turn. They intimidate 3 cards. You block plus, like, in general, the Reinhardt's not quad intimidating you. If they're
Right.
quad intimidating you, that's pretty much a high roll. Generally, they'll go for 3x intimidate, and then as long as you're not caught with a potion, you're in really good shape. Yeah.
Having played against Reinar plenty of times, the scariest thing is before the match even starts, you roll the dice.
Yes.
And you have no
There's-
arsenal. And they win the dice roll, and sometimes I've started many a Blitz game at less than 10 life.
Yes. About a third of the time, they can do something really ridiculous. Oh no. Crown of Providence, what are you doing?
I love that.
Uh-oh, he didn't sit down in his seat.
Uh-oh. I have a pity, not good. Hey, you're not in the right seat either.
Oh,
Maybe
he
they-
just updated it.
Okay, there you go.
He rewound.
Lol.
That's
Okay.
pretty funny.
Okay.
Why do you love Crown of Providence? Is that what you said?
Well, it's like a filter, right? If he is missing like one piece to kill you in one turn, then he can get it. I like that it's the all-in philosophy on Reiner, right?
Oh, on
I think-
Reiner, I like.
Yeah, I think
like
he was
Crown of
referring
Providence.
to Dory.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
I was referring to Dory.
I still like Crown. Crown is just so good. You're missing that blue. It just, especially in this match, right? Like if you miss a blue in this match, it can cost you the game.
Mhm.
Because you can't just block out, right? You can't just say, "Oh yeah, I'll stop 12," because he's going to intimidate cards, and you're going to end up pitching a red to.
The
swing for
only
first.
situation where that matters is when you have full tempo of the game, which is if you have full tempo of the game, like you even
No,
a
it matters.
basic-
It matters on the very next turn when Reinar has 4 cards and Dory is. right?
Okay. Okay. Let's say I attack into Reinhardt, and he's no blocking, and then I draw 4 red cards. Then I just block, right? Let's say I attack into Reinhardt, and he throws his whole hand down, and then I draw 4 red cards. Not great, because I have full tempo right now, and I have 4 red cards, but I could still get at least 6 damage generally.
Right.
That the only situation where it really bites you in the ass is when you draw 4 red cards with full tempo. If you draw 4 red cards with full tempo, you can't even use crowd.
No, but if you it's either full tempo or no tempo that it's bad. Like this turn right here. If Dory draws up and she has
If you
4
have-
reds in her hand,
If you have no tempo, you just block.
but he's intimidating cards, so you can't just block.
Sure.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like if he intimidates 2 cards out of Dory's hand, right? In this situation, like he's doing right now, like what's gonna happen is he's gonna block 6, and then he's gonna pick up 2 red cards, and then he's gonna say, "Swing Dawn Blade for 3, pass." Like that's it, because that's all you can do. Whereas Crown would give you another shot. You know, maybe you're missing your go again, or your whatever the case may be. But this is a double intimidate, and if he gets 2 red, or worst case scenario, like, I mean, yeah, because this is gonna get 2 cards right here. So now he's got 2 cards to block with.
Mm-hmm.
Is that both reds? This is 10.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Okay. So I guess in this situation it doesn't really matter because he has to give both cards anyway, because that's just too much value, right?
Yeah, you're never holding on to this.
That's getting 5 value per card if you block.
Yeah, unless you literally have like, without a potion here, is in play. There's really no reason to take damage here.
Right. 5 value per card's pretty good. Last time I checked. And we're not done because the Wild Rod has go again, so he can
Pitch club.
Pitch club, or he can even break the bark bone. And do it if you wanted, depending on what his game plan is. Yep, those are good cards to get.
Good old romping club.
Here, you just take 5.
Overall, good turn for Reinhardt for sure.
Absolutely.
Yep.
On 4 cards, that's as good as it gets. Well, it's not as good as it gets. Kill him with 4 cards, but yeah.
But it's still a solid turn.
The Dory is slightly ahead here.
Yep. Oh, he has the blue. That's good.
All right, so here generally you don't play around Iron Song response. Pro tip here: if they have the Iron Song response, so be it.
Yep, you just block 6 and go about your day.
Yep.
Because if you don't block 6, then they literally got.
Oh, hold on. Let me preface this. This is because he intimidated random cards. If the Dory is keeping particular cards, then you might have to play around it.
You just blocked with a win condition.
Alpha Rampage and Massacre.
Yeah, Alpha
Rampage is not. Alpha Rampage is good, but you could actually kill them with just the Blood Rush.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can kill. I'm just saying it's one of their win conditions.
He didn't even swing clubs, so that means he's trying.
You got a 4 red hand, I'm sure.
Well, then there's no reason to not 9 block that.
Yeah.
That means he liked 2 of the cards in his hand.
Yep, he's trying to set up for the turn.
Which means the Dory should push hard right now.
Should be barraging Blood Rush or something like that.
You need better than Sharpened Steel. Oh no.
Sharpened Steel.
If you're Rhino, you don't block this. Like you just say no blocks.
Steel Blade Shunt Blue, very old school card.
Yep. You basically say.
Actually, now that I think about it, more blue Steel Blade Shunt actually might be decent nowadays, because there's a lot of silly Pummel Oldens running around, and then the blue is like guaranteed damage as well, which is not too bad.
So there's either a glint or run through, right?
Not necessarily. There was no information. We have no information about the Dory's hand because there was no pressure applied.
Okay, that's a good trade. That's a free damage because he never blocked with him. So that's It's decent for Rhino.
Didn't even use the bracers here.
And here you just jam the armor, right?
Yep.
Call it a day.
Got 3 cards. I'd have probably put more in front of it. But
This is gonna hit, but the main thing is making him have to have a pump here, which he almost certainly does.
definitely.
Yeah, he's got 2 red iron songs in his hand.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
would
that would
be
be
bad.
so bad.
Yeah, singing Stillblade or something.
Yeah. I mean, Sing Stillblade wouldn't be the worst because he'd get over by 1 and get the counter, but.
Oh my
that's so
goodness.
bad.
Oh my
He's got
goodness.
2 iron songs in hand. So literally now you just don't block unless he blocks with them. And then you win.
Who's ahead now, Josh?
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt's ahead right now.
Yeah.
Because that far left card from the red player is going to be used here.
Ooh, now he's got a decision to make.
You don't re-roll that. No. You never
Do
re-roll
it.
that.
Do it. He's just trying to
them
get 1
resources.
resource here, right? For the blood rush. Oh, 2 resources.
Or 2. We take 2.
All day long.
Easy.
So, I presume this is a
Double?
this could be because there's. Remember, he liked 2 cards.
Yeah. So he put
the
1
card
in
in his
arsenal.
arsenal.
And, yeah, makes sense to
Like
me.
this almost certainly is double blood rush here because you would never opt to put. I guess you're a little bit safer keeping the blood rush in your hand than putting it in arsenal. Sure. Okay. It might not be double blood rush.
Yeah, because you want the opportunity to like play it and then pitch something if you need to make sure
But
you hit.
whatever the card is in the Reinhardt's arsenal is like really good.
This is
Yeah,
scary if I've ever seen it. Having a blood rush on the board and still 5 cards in hand and a resource floating.
Oh my.
This is actually way less scary because he doesn't have extra action points and he doesn't have claws. This is way less scary.
The claws make it really scary.
Is that the go again one?
This is breakneck
This is
battery.
breakneck-
This is go
breakneck
again. Yes.
battery.
Oh, that's good. It's a good aider. He discards, which I'm sure he'll find a way to make sure it hits.
Discard a savage feast.
And then at worst, it's another 7, but more than likely he's going to swing big for 10, if I had to guess. If I was a betting man. Swing big from Arsenal for 10 would probably be decent.
Yep, he's gonna get the armor one way or another on this turn probably.
And Dory
But
doesn't
here-
have her bolters.
So
What does she block with?
Here, if your hand is good, you're just taking all the damage here. Because at 11, you can start threatening cards from them. And then Reinhardt's efficiency really drops off. As long as you keep yourself above 2, you'll take all the damage here.
So if he blocks with armor here, he could get hit with the barraging beat down into something. Which is what I've found a lot of times the Reinhardts like to do is they like to make you miss block and then hit you with the barraging after the first attack.
Yeah, barraging swing big here would be nuts for 14. Feels red.
But honestly, the Crown of Providence saves him from that like hyper threat.
That's another thing Crown does. It puts it in the.
Oh, double blood rush.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. That's a guaranteed hit. Draw 2. So good.
I feel like the ordering here was not quite right.
I think he was worried that he would have discarded his only go again, and then only been able to swing 1 attack. I think that was the thought process behind it,
Yeah.
which I don't hate.
Makes sense.
Now he just needs to draw a big fatty here.
Yep, swing big.
He needs-
Come on.
I mean, the issue here is you don't have claw. Like, I actually don't think Club Reinhardt is correct in Blitz. You're so reliant
that
on
I
your
agree
claws.
with,
You need to be playing
yeah,
you're
because
so
if you have
reliant on
claws
blood rush
here,
for-
that's claws here is what 14.
7/7. Yeah.
Well, 7 each, so 14.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and so we got. That's not the worst. That's 5
It's
plus
5.
4 is 9 plus another 3.
This is a yellow
is
one, so
12.
this is +3.
This
It's
is
9 or
12.
4, 5, 6, 7 plus 5. Yep, 12. I mean,
So you have to
it's
block
gonna be
here.
12.
You can't drop to 1. There's an argument for using the courage here if you really want all your cards.
If I'm him, I'm blocking with the card in my hand and the card and the Braveforge bracers. Let's see, that blocks 4, 8, puts him to
Yep.
5. That puts you out of range of 2 reckless swings. Anytime you're below 4 against Reinar, it's scary.
Has he pitched a reckless swing yet? Have we seen that?
I have not paid that close attention,
Okay, because if we haven't seen one, then that's actually very scary because that means that they're not at the bottom, and he's on a real close clock.
Take
Red Warriors Valor here is actually pretty valuable.
Yeah.
See, the Braveforge bracers, not blocking with it there, puts you in range of that double reckless swing.
I mean, that just means he has another one or like a spoils, right? More than likely.
He's got to have some sort of go again in a 4-card hand.
Yeah, and it can't be Glint because like, there's no way that if you just naked swing, like Reinar's not gonna block it and give you the extra value on the Glint. There's no way.
Reinar still also just has 3 armor block left, so.
That's a fact.
Uh-oh. That's
Uh-oh.
not how you do it.
No.
Here comes the 3 armor block.
Here comes the 3 armor block, yep.
And then he's gonna Glint and cry.
So the problem here is you need a... Oh, don't... Okay, I thought it was blocking with another card. I was like, don't do that. The problem here is you need a pump and a go again, which is... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, heavy advantage right now to Reinhardt.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'd say. Double blood rush typically turns the tides, you know.
That is a thing. Blue overpower.
The weakest of follow-ups here.
That one ain't it.
That ain't it, Chief. And
And
pitching
a
the
run through.
Oh no.
This is why I don't play run through in my decks. Okay, to be fair, run through does have a particular purpose. If you're full back pump, run through is excellent. But I think that's just a weaker way of playing.
Oof.
That is not a good turn at all.
Oof.
Go.
That one hurts. That one hurts. But both of these players are 2-0 right now, so they're both locked for the top 4.
There's another reason why I don't use the bolters without using the courage. Is because 1 plus 1.
We're getting frisky.
1 plus 1 is way more than 2. When you combine courage plus bolters, you can often get like three cards of value.
Look at that. Look at that.
This is swing big with go again, essentially. And like either of those cards. Neither of those cards were reckless swing. To the bottom they go.
That's right. That's so true.
I mean, if one of those was Alpha Rampage, you could also keep them, but
neither of those cards are Alpha Rampage. They are both in the graveyard.
Oh, okay. Again, blocking with courage here. I don't know if that's correct.
Oh, soul
Get him
shackle.
a
Get him a soul shackle. Oh, the thing is like glitched over there. Oh, he found it.
He's gonna need it.
I mean, this quicken token's nice, but
that's the second time this man's done double swing big.
Oh no.
Well,
The scab skins roll at the beginning was so risky, but paid off.
if this ain't it, then
I mean, he's going to 2. All Reinar has to do is block the whole game
Yeah.
until he finds a reckless swing and the game's over.
yeah.
I've
He's
been in
sitting
that
filthy
position
at 9.
before. Alright, just got word that Alithos won his round. So that means we are watching this one, and then we have Siffin and Kyle playing their match. I'm curious to see what everybody's on. Alright, what we got here? Pulping with Go again and Dominate and all the fun stuff. So if that's not Arsenal, yep. Then the game's over.
That's all you got against Rhino.
Well, it's not against Reinar, it's Blitz.
Right,
so.
right. It's in Blitz, yeah. That's just not the best card in this match, you know?
Alright, so red gets that one. On a roll with his Reinar here.
I see what you did there.
Also said it was a valiant effort when the guy lost to Bolton earlier. I'm on a roll with my puns at the moment. Feeling pretty punny today. Let's see if we got one more match going still, or are they done? Looks like they are done.
It's Blitz games, it can't be too
Yep,
long.
yep, they're going fast. I like the Blitz rounds. Let me go. Is this one still going?
No.
No, this is general.
Who got yours, Kyle?
I did.
Alright, cool, thank you.
Mhm.
Alright guys, so since there weren't quite enough players, the system won't let me do a 4th round since we have like a clear top 4, I guess. So we are going to go ahead and move into the top 4 rounds right after I do the random giveaway for this round.
After a brief message.
Let's see. So I'm gonna do it based off of your 1 through 6 rankings, random number generator. It hits a 6, which is Siffin. So Siffin wins a set of Phoenix Flames promo. Congratulations, sir.
Congrats.
All right, and now we will cut to top 4, which is going to be Red versus Kyle. So Jonathan versus Kyle, and then Cybern versus Alithos.
Okay, so now it's Blitz again, right?
It is Blitz for top 4, and then we'll do Classic Constructed for the finals.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Maybe I don't have to read them.
All right, good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody.
Thanks everybody that didn't make it for playing. I really appreciate it. Alright, we are gonna watch Cybrin and Alithos. Alright. Give me the information for your room, my friends.
It is Fab and 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, sir. What is your... let's see. Do you say it's just Fab?
Yeah, BMP Hero.
Okay, I see it, I see it, I see it. Good luck, good luck. Alrighty. I am back.
Which game we watching?
All right, we have. So we're doing just the top 4. I don't know if you guys heard that, but we didn't have enough to go through all the way. So we have Cybern and Alithos playing each other, and then Jonathan and Kyle playing each other. We're watching Cybern and Alithos' game. It looks like we've got Chain versus Dorinthia. So we're going to do Blitz for top 4, and then we're going to finish off with the finals being CC.
This is a little worrying for Dory. This is already a match that requires no mistakes in terms of piloting. And also, I also think that it takes a little bit of know-how in terms of how to pressure the husk. So the husk is very, very good in that it blocks 6 without giving reprise, right? But then there's also a issue in that if you drop below 14, right? With if your health is 13 or below, it blows up the beginning of your turn. So what I like to do is pressure with attack reactions for the first few turns. You can't be too slow though on this, because once they get to 4 or 5 shekels, you can't really. Your only win con from there is fatigue, actually. So yeah. We'll see how this goes.
I am looking forward to this one. I haven't seen a Chain versus Dorinthia in a little while. That husk always feels like, having been on both sides of the board, the husk always, like you said, it kind of feels like a liability at some points. Where you're like, oh, I kind of just need to throw this in front because they could just get rid of it randomly. Playing with Husk and Blitz is much, much different. Alright, looks like they're shuffled up, getting ready to start here. Not sure who won the dice roll. Did you get to see who won the dice roll?
I did not.
Looks
But if
like...
I had to guess, it's going to be the person who plays the first card.
That's,
that would be my guess.
That's a pretty good guess.
Well, I guess, I mean, in Blitz, typically you want to go second, right? Like that's, so, I mean, I'm assuming...
It's
Chains.
too easy for Chain to get a lot of value if you run no AB, if they go first.
Oof, pitching a Revels on turn 0. That's an interesting pitch. Must have like Red Plunder Run and something else in his hand or something. I don't know.
I'm good.
I don't agree with this.
Guess we're
at all.
attacking.
This is not how you do it. You don't want to give the Dorinthia a filter here just to get 1 damage that you're going to get in 1 damage anyways. This literally serves no purpose. Blocking with Thingy Steelblade is very odd as well. Very few cards are better than that card. I guess it does. It's not as good early game because
I don't
you're
like
way
it
less
against
likely
Chain.
to-
He ain't blocking, so
yeah, you're probably not going to get much reprise here. So the most powerful thing Dory can do right here is Red War's Valor. Like if he has 2 blues, a pump, and Red Warrior's Valor, that's actually like the best thing that you can have right here. Okay, so generally when a Dory takes this long to decide on this, that means they're deciding whether to go for a short-term or long-term plan. Generally, that's what that means. Or they have two
you want to
blues and they're
define what each of those plans looks like?
The short-term plan is getting in damage now, where the long-term plan is generally setting up. Okay, so he was debating whether to play Supremacy or not. So here, this is not a good attack because 7
Right.
armor just stops this.
Yeah, huskable.
Yes, this is...
As the Dorinthia, generally you want to try to attack light in the early game, right? To try to bait out the husk.
This Steelblade Supremacy should have went to Arsenal. Or you go Supremacy, swing, hold 2 cards, and Arsenal in the Disposal War. One of those things should have happened here. Because right now it's too easy to just shut this turn down with no reprise. If Dory ever gets a 0-cost pump that does not require reprise, oh, that's gonna make things a lot harder.
Right. Now, Nathan, as a Runeblade player, would you be enticed, because this is 7, to just put all 10 of your armor, well, I guess 10 of the 11 of your armor in front of this?
No.
No, I would not. What I would do is because you're not worried about any reprise because you can't play anything. It doesn't even be floating.
Right.
So
You just put 7 in front of it?
yeah, I think literally, me personally, I would block 2 cards from hand, and I would throw a little bit of armor in.
Okay.
And then that way, the next turn that Dory tries to make a move, you just husk that, and you've basically shut down 2 turns, which is usually enough to win.
Okay, there actually is something interesting to talk about here. Is that using the husk this early actually can create a very, very all days it goes in Art of War, can create a really, really weird situation because it is going to keep ticking down. So actually, if you can kind of play a little bit of a medium long length game, you might actually get to a point where the husk actually is dealing like 4 or 5 damage.
Yeah, she won't survive that.
You're not trying to fatigue the chain. You're just trying to make the game a particular length.
Right. Also,
4 to 6 turns.
Also, something I'm noticing here, he used the crown and got rid of the Arsenal card. I was thinking the Arsenal card was going to be very powerful because he pitched a Revel in Runeblood on the first turn.
Right.
So I'm really questioning what the bottom of his deck is right now with whatever he put on the bottom.
Shadow Puppetry, very good start here.
Revel in Runeblood represents literally a quarter of your opponent's life total with no null rune. Shadow Puppetry, Ghostly Visit's always a good way to start. Especially when you didn't have a good banish.
He hasn't...
Must have a good hand over there.
It's possible he drew 2 Supremacies, or 2 Spoils of War. That's why his last turn looked weird.
Shrill's a good one.
Real pretty alright. Let's go again from the Shackalackles, and should just be if it's a blue, make a Rune Chant Sword Swing, and if not, just Sword Swing.
Another reason why you want the game to be a medium long length game is that if you can block for like 6 and attack for 6, you can kind of step the life total down together instead of it going in bursts, which right now is going in bursts, which is kind of not what you want to do as Dory.
Yeah, but in Blitz, I don't think you have time for that. Not against Chain, because he's gonna like.
You have some time. The only issue is that if they get an Art of War turnoff, which they're somewhat likely to, the game becomes really, really tough.
Alright, Dory with 5 cards.
Okay. So this makes sense. He drew 2 Spoils of War and a Supremacy.
No,
Not
it
blue.
was the card in Arsenal was that's all you got.
Another spoil supremacy.
Oh,
He blocked with that's all you got and drew a card.
okay. So this now is way, way, way more threatening. This is actually kind of a problem.
And this is why I would have saved the Husk on the last turn. Because here you could have given Husk some armor and 2 cards and been safe.
Mm-hmm.
Also buying time for your shackles to build up because you know, with Chain your strength is relatively exponential rather than linear.
So with 2 cards in hand and no D reacts in the deck, this is probably a no block here.
Well, max damage Dory can produce here would be 13 with a red overpower.
Yeah, you don't want to block 13. It's not easy to block 13 anyways with Chain.
And then you get massively blown out by a Twinning Blade if you overblock.
Yeah, so if this was Red Warrior's Valor into Supremacy into swing, there's
Sure.
some case to doing this. Okay, so this is an overblock on a Spoils of War, which is generally not
It's
recommended.
barely. That's
It's
only
just
blocking
3 over.
for. Yeah, that's just 10.
I mean,
easy.
that
Get over anyway.
many different combinations of cards get over here. Having the unconditional go again actually is very, very, very threatening here. He could have a E-Strike here, he could have a CNC here, he could have a Twinning Blade here, he could have a Singing Steel Blade here. Generally, when unconditional go again is presented,
What?
and
Wow.
that means he just had a +3 pump.
And that's all you got. I guarantee you. He needs to take those out of his deck. That's all you got. Keeps messing him
Ooh.
up. Oh, those are good. Those are good cards.
1 card in hand, they're just gonna do 2 damage to you usually, but
Oh, that's okay. He can Shackle, Ghostly Visit, Sword Swing if it's a blue.
Yep.
We don't hate that.
he did block with 3 reds, I believe, so that's very possible. Keep bank the red Oh,
Is this the correct play?
got a blue.
What did you do?
He got a blue. He sonated into a blue.
Sonata.
He sonated into a blue. Yeah, I don't hate it. Because at this point, you got nothing to lose.
Free 1 damage is free 1 damage.
Yeah, that's 1 damage that's about to turn into 6.
Yep.
And now you Shackle, Ghostly Visit. And then
Well,
now the Rosetta
you-
is turned on, so that's
Well,
8 damage.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy. So that's 1 card turned into 9 damage. Guys, welcome to Chain.
You could actually just make a rune chant bounding too. Just looks like what he's gonna do.
In
Yeah,
some ways, Chain is like even stronger now with Swarming Gloomveil, Shrill, Rosetta Thorn than he was with Seeds. In some ways, Spellbound Creepers and all that. Yeah.
Can you imagine 1 card in hand, and you just, I mean,
Present 10 damage.
That's
10
crazy.
damage with 1 card now. $10?
is 1 for 10 a good ratio, Nathan? You're always talking about
Yeah,
1 card
it's
values.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just so everybody knows, that's why this was wasn't this technically the first year of the LL?
Yeah.
Technically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Starvo was, right?
No, they LL'd at the exact same time.
But Chain won the Pro Tour.
Sorry, Viscera LL'd first.
Oh, yeah, Blitz don't count. Even though this is Blitz. It doesn't count. Shackles are broken no matter what format you play.
That's
This is
fact.
a very tough position now as Zori.
No, hitting that Sonata, it was basically just put the nail in the coffin. Shane's still sitting at 19 life. He's about to take 2. But so he'll be at 17. He has to give 1 card here or armor and go down to like Rune Chant dying range.
Well, Dory's at 7 here effectively. Like, so
Minimum.
yeah. So like, now she's at 6 effective,
Mm-hmm.
and this is just bad.
I'd say.
Because the other Vexing Malice that's in his deck is like just a lethal card, and
Mm-hmm.
and Dory's now on 3 cards, and
Yeah,
both
3 cards on
spoils,
Dory.
both-
The
both-
hottest.
and a lot of the really powerful cards are in the bin. So
No longer has supremacy there. That's
Yeah,
a good card.
I mean, it's
we're-
good,
I
but
think
like,
we're taking 6.
yeah, probably just taking 6 and killing him off Arcane if he draws a Revel.
Any Rebel ends the game, and he took that damage really fast. So
Yeah. Non-attack, check. Attack, check. Blue, Rebel,
game.
GG, GG.
There's the blue.
There's the blue.
There. Oh, that's a good
even
card
better.
too. Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, we take 6 there.
These cards are gonna be random, but I don't think we care with 2 good banishes. Wait, did he banish?
Where did his Spellbound Creepers go?
They broke.
He blocked
Did
with
they?
him.
Yeah.
On the 10 block. He
Oh,
blocked
right. Okay.
They broken.
Probably should have hanged on to that, but I mean,
Oh, non-attack check.
yeah. He's got all the pieces but Rebel.
Oh, he kept a card in hand.
So this is coming in high. Well,
Oh, the
Minnow
Minnow
doesn't
isn't done
apply to
affected,
unhallowed. Yeah. So this is just 5, but he's getting that back to the bottom of the deck in case Dory tries to extend this game. Dang. You know?
Good old 5 go again. Oh, wait, maybe he chose go again. Oh, he hasn't shackled yet. He did 4 go again, so that he can go shackle ghostly visit into.
I don't hate it.
Yeah,
Because
not a
you know
bad-
it's, yeah, it minimizes the damage he's gonna take from Blood Debt, and the game's not going long because Dory's already taken so much damage that
Oh,
fatigue's
yeah.
no longer viable, and she doesn't have AP, so that
So
wasn't viable anyway.
There's also 2 things that could happen here. He played the Minnowism just so he could play the Unhallowed Rites out, or
Mhm.
he played the Minnowism because he actually has something to follow up with it. Either one is just bad
Oh.
for for Dory because all the cards are coming at you.
He's got a shawarma. He's got a shawarma.
You think he's got the
100%.
shawarma?
He got the shawarma.
All right, about to find out.
He's got a shawarma or a raggedy bounding from hand.
Oh my goodness, this is even better.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty
This is even
Oh.
better.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness. Who needs Rebel when you can just kill him?
Wait, how does Dorinthia have 5 cards?
Nourishing.
Nourished.
Oh, the nurse. That's right. I'm sitting here like, whoa. That's a 6 power belittle into a 4 power ghostly visit into. Let's see. Did he get a? I'm assuming he got a blue Minnowism, or did he get a red one for Arsenal?
You got a blue, I believe.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh, he's gonna play the Shrill. They're gonna shackle into the Shrill and then hit him with the ghostly visit.
Probably just Rosetta after and hang on to the Ghost Visit to make sure you have an extra card, right?
About to find out. Close the chain.
Yeah. Shakalaka into Shrill Swordswing. Or it's either that or like make a Rune Chant Since he doesn't have creepers, the value of holding an
He can put
attack
him-
is
he-
higher.
Well, let's see. He can put him to. Let's see. How many cards can he block? Okay, so he's got 2 armor block left, right? If he presents Ghostly Visit, Sword Swing, that's 6 physical damage. So you're basically guaranteeing 2 cards out of hand and
Right.
getting him to 1. So yeah. This game's over.
Yep.
The inevitability of no arcane versus chain, like you just get into these situations where the game's just over. It doesn't matter what you do.
Mm-hmm.
This
Now
game
this-
is actually illustrating several very, very important points here. Equipment usage in Blitz is really, really, really important.
Yep.
The fact that the Courage and the Refraction Bolters are still alive here, and the life totals there's such a difference is really, really, really bad.
There's no 2-card combination that can present lethal in Duranthia, right?
Not when you can just block with 3 cards and make a rune chant swordsman.
Like, this is literally the best that you can do here.
And that's 9 damage, right?
Yep, this can bring him to 1.
Yeah, but you just block 6 here and
Yeah, you block 6 here. You'd never go to 1 because then you have to kill him with...
Oh yeah, there's no point in not blocking. You just hold a blue and kill him.
easy.
Yeah.
The game
Rune
is
chant here will kill it.
Game
This is
over.
partly. This is also why I like Sigil of Solace. Like, imagine like you take the really greedy player, like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna block here and then make a rune chant swing. Oh, Sigil, sorry.
Yeah, yep.
Like, Sigil of Solace is an all-star in Blitz.
I'll tell you what, all Sigil will be doing right here is delaying your bathroom break. Cause
Wow, this banishes. Woo.
it don't matter when
Long
you,
hair don't care.
yeah. Look at that. Look at that. The 2-step.
Is he gonna shackle?
They don't need to.
Didn't draw the sigil.
He doesn't have it in his deck list.
Alright. That's for
You know how I can tell?
GG.
Any person that's running Run Through and Glistening Steel Blade is not running Sink Below and Sigil. There's just no slots.
But he was running that's all you got.
That's because he was probably playing less blues.
That means we got Jeff in the finals. Let's see how the other game is going.
His name is Jeff.
Good name of Jeff. Y'all still playing?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right. What's the code?
there isn't one. It's just Fab TCG. The
Got
Fab is capital, the TCG is lowercase.
Got it. All right. Chain versus Reinar on the other one. All right. Let's see, where are we at in this game here?
Well,
Let's
that's-
see.
what is it, doing the old fetish?
Oh.
eh?
Reckless
Oh,
swing.
Oh,
Opponent at 3. Opponent
and he
now
does
at
the blood
1.
debt.
Now he's gonna die to the
The husk.
husk as long as he can survive.
Yep, he's gotta live.
I wonder if he has the other reckless swing. Oh wait, it wouldn't matter. Oh wait.
Yeah, he has to discard.
Oh, it has to be discard. I was wondering if it was like for the whole turn.
Yeah.
Because this is still, let's see, that's 7. You're blocking that. He's got sword swing, so you can put him to 1. Assuming the card in Arsenal is not a playable card. He's got to find a way to do a point of damage, which I don't think he has. Talk about a close one.
Did he live?
I don't know, about to find out.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh, he did it.
Did he do it? I think he did it.
Reinhard. Oh, he did do it. Yeah.
Wait, the plunder run was in Arsenal and didn't get played that turn?
Yeah,
That
I don't
doesn't
know
make
about
sense.
that. Wait.
That was a red one too, wasn't it?
Oh, a red plunder. I mean, it didn't matter. 1 point of damage won the game. It could have been friggin' orange plunder run.
What?
Alright, I'm assuming red won this game. Let me go double check. Wait, Kyle, did you lose that one?
No, I got it. He didn't have a 3 block in hand.
Oh, the last card was a non-block?
Yeah, it was.
we
What was?
were trying to figure it out. We were like, wait a second, what happened? And they were trying to figure out why you didn't play the plunder run and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I lost. I had a plunder run in Arsenal. I should have played, but
Y'all were fucking
Yeah.
like you fuckers.
Alright, so it's Jeff versus Kyle, right?
yes.
Alright, sweet. And tell me what the code is y'all are gonna be using here.
I'll let them set it up.
It's Fab. 123 is the password.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, you want to move to a room?
I mean,
Good luck,
Stay here.
gentlemen.
what else? Yeah, there we
Thank
go.
you.
Oh yes, remember it's CC for the finals.
Okay.
Alright. So, we missed something in that game.
What?
That last card in his hand was one of the Reinhardt's 0 blocks.
Oh, Bearfang. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So, he actually lost.
Damn.
And Kyle said that he should have played the red plunder run from his arsenal, but he did not.
I concur.
Let's see.
Jeff is playing Lexi? No way. Oh, we're back to CC. That makes sense.
We are back to CC, that's a fact.
Alright. Well, I'm about to be right back.
Alright, so we got Lexi versus 5 for finals. I have got to take a quick restroom break before this one starts, so I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, I believe this is probably a pretty tough match for Fi to win. Definitely not going to be easy with all the frostbites. I believe Alathus is playing a pretty aggressive version of Lexi. We did see the Arctic Incarcerations against the Bolton. I'm wondering if those will remain in the deck here. Probably a sideboard card, I would assume they come in. Red Arctic is quite good against Fi.
I need to go. I'll let you and Nathan finish this one out.
Alright, thanks for stopping by, Josh.
care. Bye.
Alright, we're getting started here. I believe Alathus has the choice to go first since he was the higher seed. Which is going... I assume Lexi wants to take the play for sure to get a good arsenal. But I am not a Lexi player, so... Looks like he did choose to go first, though.
Yeah, starting the game with 6 cards is pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. Also, interesting choice to play Kodachi Fi here. Do you know if Kyle typically plays Kodachi Fi, or is he just trying this out?
I don't know. I have no idea. But, I mean, there is an argument to be had that the Kodachi is better in the aggro mirrors. Because it's a lot easier to force 2 mass triggers. But the Spreading Flames one, I mean, you just have to run Ember Blade, the combo-oriented one.
Yeah, I found the Kodachis to be a bit more annoying to play against, but a little less powerful.
Yeah, if I'm sitting across from one, I would actually rather it be Kodachi if I'm playing Briar. Because Briar or Kodachi only hurts cards that like can't give a card or 2.
Right.
But decks that can operate really well by giving a card or 2, it's usually not too big.
Salt the Wound, a pretty good card on your first turn.
Yeah, not the worst.
Looks like he hit 3 times, or sorry, twice. So it's going to be 4.
Twice. Yep.
Not bad, not bad.
So dealt non-damage, and still got an arsenal. Pretty good.
That's a solid turn. That's where you want to be. But we're going to see how much damage the Lexi can do here. It looks like no flip. I guess, yeah, well, yeah, with Lightning Surge, you don't really need double go again.
Nope. Well, he actually could have flipped it
And
shot
played the Frostlock. Yeah, could have.
and then played that from arsenal. I don't know if that fits within his plan of what he's trying to do.
I think he wants to make the Frostlock the last thing that happens because it's a very devastating card against Fi.
Makes sense.
And then he's going to fuse it with an ice card, I assume, and then put that ice card in the arsenal. Yada yada. Do all the things. Ridge Rider shot one here. I actually like this card. We've been seeing more of this card lately with that Azalea doing well, and it just being a solid 0 for 4. This more aggressive build. See, it has to get put in the arsenal face up to get the opt, right? So is there any way to do that in this deck, or...
Voltaire loads it.
Oh, it loads it face up. That's right. That's right.
Sure does.
Absolutely. I was thinking that the Skullbone Cross Wrap in Azalea was like the main way to do that, but I forget Voltaire loads face up. Headshot gets a +2. So it gets a +1 from this and a +2 from itself. That is a solid card.
It is.
Good old 1 for 7. But no disruption this turn.
Yeah, that's kind of risky. And a wasted card. Well, no, he'll arsenal it, so it's not wasted. Okay.
Yeah, it's not wasted, but the Frostlock, I guess he didn't. It must not be an ice card, or else he would have shot
Yeah,
the
he didn't have
Frostlock.
he didn't have a fuse.
Yeah.
He didn't have,
So it could just be like another lightning surge or something.
oh, show.
Oh, here comes Art of War number
Uh-oh.
1. See, what are we banishing?
On a 5-card hand.
Banishing a Soaring Strike?
Pitched a yellow. That's a little bit of a relief for Lexi, though.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Not as bad as like the Emberblade version, because he can still at least swing a Kodachi. But 4 cards here is pretty good. Right, another Rise from the Ashes. What do you think about this front pump? This card has always been a little bit scary to play against. I feel like it's pretty good value.
I don't like it. It's not my favorite because it's really only useful if you have 2 Phoenix Flames in the graveyard.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's just really bad.
Right.
And for that reason, I don't like, it's basically a non-card before you get to your first Flame Call Awakening or.
I assume it
or
would
Phoenix
be.
Flame.
I assume it would be a bad play for him to have played the Rise from the Ashes to get the Phoenix Flame back and then Art of War the Phoenix Flame away.
Yeah, because then he doesn't have any in the graveyard.
Right.
Yeah.
And he has no way to search them that we've seen yet. But this Mounting Anger should be coming in for 8, I believe. So that's a pretty big Mounting Anger.
Yep.
Do you think Alithos just wants to block on this turn, or?
Not if he wants to win the game.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. It's non-hit effect. It matters. It's not threatening mask. It's literally just threatening 1 more damage. And if you fully block that's one mistake that a lot of people make in aggro is if you block and reset, what do you think they're going to throw at you next turn?
Right. This is very
wet noodles.
yeah.
You're just back to the same situation.
Yep.
And so that doesn't necessarily mean you have to just full on race everything and just no blocks everything.
Yeah, of course.
But in this situation specifically, you just don't block the 8 because it's only threatening possibly 9.
Which is what it ended up doing.
Save a card. Yep.
But
Save a card for the mass trigger. Call it day.
this is only attack number 2 here, so he's gonna be taking this damage, waiting to block this mask trigger, I assume.
Actually, with 2 cards in hand, I would actually not hate just doing.
Ooh, this mask trigger would draw a lava burst.
Yeah, we don't want that. So yeah, that's the argument to block the Phoenix Flame is you don't have to now block 2 cards, which
Right.
you literally have to, because if you don't, he's getting the lava burst and he's gonna play it. That's
Right.
hard.
Blocking
So
with
those
a red and a yellow looks like, so you're probably hanging onto a blue. Well, I guess we're assuming that he either has another arrow or another lightning surge in the arsenal.
It'll probably be a blue and an ice card, and he'll just fuse the Frostlock
Yeah.
and arsenal that card. If I had to guess.
Optimistic play would be a lightning surge into that play.
Sure.
Looks like you're probably going to be correct here. Yep. Fusing with a cold snap.
Holding an extra card in
Yeah, I'm
hand, though, that
not
means that he's
sure.
very likely got a Rain Razors. It doesn't block.
Yeah. Wonder if he will overblock this. Yeah, it looks like he's blocking for 7. So if it was a Rain Razors, obviously he's just gonna hang on to it here. Does he get the second arsenal slot if one of them's not face up?
No, he does not. One, he
I
has
think
to flip one.
yeah, I think he just realized that.
He has to flip it. I'll have a choice. Which means he technically would have to flip it before he shot the arrow because the arrow does not have go again.
Right.
So I don't know if they're gonna let him like redo that or.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why they just reset the board state there.
Yeah. So that's why he was not allowed to arsenal, was because he did not flip.
I don't know why it always bothers me when the card is not in the right arsenal slot.
Yeah.
Let's see, but Shuko not being around, that generally presents some damage over the course of the game, but we're anticipating this one being a pretty short one, so.
Yeah, and Lex is in a real bad spot now because she's a 20 life, which can be very easily threatened with a 5-card hand. So.
Wow, a third Rise from the Ashes.
And the blue to
Those Kodachis be poking. I'd be very tempted to give my tunic to the second Kodachi.
yeah, me too.
Oh. That's a 2-go again, I believe.
2 go again if it hits. Which means that there is a combat trick lurking.
We got a Razor lurking. Oh, wait, hold on. Does Rise from the Ashes apply to only Draconic? Draconic
Yes.
or Ninja?
Ninja. Oh, so it's 5.
Okay,
That's
so it's
pretty
gonna be 5.
good. I didn't know it said that.
Yeah. I had a feeling it did, because I feel like I've been hit with this combo before. Go mask, trigger, draw, on hit, go again, on hit, draw. That's pretty good.
They're about to release the assassin card
Are they?
in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Woo woo. What do you think it's gonna do? Think it's gonna have 40 health?
I think. No, I do not think it'll have 40 health.
More or less?
Less.
Like a
Think-
35er or like a 38er?
All right, now
Getting frisky over there with your predictions?
we're getting frisky. I'm calling it now, and I'm gonna say that this bad boy is gonna have 28 health.
That's actually a prediction I can see happening.
Because I'm just thinking thematically,
I-
right?
I know
You
where
have
you're
an
going with
assassin,
that.
Like
Yeah.
like assassins are like, either they kill you in one shot, or they get found out and they get fucking destroyed, right?
Yeah,
So,
because
like,
as soon as I
that's-
get found out, they're dead.
Right.
Right.
And so that's why I'm like, I'm maybe even 25 in CC, like legit. I don't know. However, I think that they'll have a really low life total, but they'll have like some really good armor, right? Because like assassins are all about like utility, right? Like
Right.
smoke bombs and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I think they'll have really, really good equipment.
Like pretty
like a really low
disruptive,
life.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
A lot of must block things.
Yeah, must block, and then a lot of I would love to see a card that like swapped the arsenal with a random card from your opponent's hand.
Okay. That
And
would be pretty
what-
interesting.
Yeah, and like or like an on hit effect, right? Like imagine a snatch, like a 0-for-4 on hit. The opponent has to swap their arsenal with a card from hand, and like it can be really punishing if you hit like a fable or something, like because then it's just stuck. You can't do anything with the fables if they're in your arsenal.
Right.
And that would also go really well with Crown of Providence, right? Because Crown of Providence is designed to filter that arsenal.
Yeah.
So if something, so it's like a failsafe in the same set that if you were to get something like locked in there that is unplayable, you could get it out of there. So
Right.
I would like to see those type of designs. We have to figure out what a contract is and what it does. If I'm assuming correctly, what it's got to interact with money in some way.
And it's
it has to
definitely going to
say-
involve losing or winning the game.
Yeah, it has to say like it has to be like some kind of like cash in mechanic. Like you have money and you like purchase a contract or something.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to get, well, I don't know. It
like,
would make
you
more
think-
sense if you got paid out from the contract, which means the contract would have to be.
Right.
So what if?
I was thinking
what
like
if,
contracts would be like on hit effects attached to cards or something.
So what if the hero ability was like, you have to start the game with 3 contracts in the game, and like their goals
Like
throughout the game.
Oh, like to complete the
be-
contracts as you go.
Exactly. It could be like get the opposing hero down to 15 life is one contract,
Mhm.
and then
That would
you
be
know,
interesting because there's games like Weiss Schwartz and like other like Bushiroad games where they play a game where like as you progress the game state, like you get closer and closer to winning, but your cards become more like you make your opponents more cards powerful as the game goes. So like as you take damage, you're able to play more powerful cards, if that makes sense. So like as you take damage, you level up, and then you can play the more powerful cards. So you have to be careful about like when you attack your opponent, if that makes sense. So they could like I was thinking like maybe the contracts could be something like that, where like you were talking about, like get your opponent to 18, like once your opponent hits like sub 10 life or something, you know, they get like a 5-card hand or something, or you know, or something like that's negative.
right.
But
yeah, I kind of like that idea, like fulfilling contracts, and if you, it could be like the hero could say that at the completion of fulfilling 3 contracts, you win the game, and it could be just but they would obviously have to be hard to fulfill. Like you'd have to meet, I don't know, get them down to 10 life is one, and then you would have to like, I don't know, and there's a lot of things like. You obviously are gonna have like poisons, and you're gonna have like, it could be poison stacks are the way you kill your opponent or something. It could be literally anything.
yeah, I think there's lots of directions they could go with this stage of the game, because every game progresses in like a certain at a certain cadence, and I think pretty much every game starts with like the basic stuff, right? And then we introduced all the talents, and we introduced these things. Now it's at a point where you've got enough in the game where you can start introducing like alternate win conditions and just different things to like kind of diverge how you play, not just playing the same way all the time.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's my prediction. Really low life, 25 to 28, but he's gonna have some kick-ass armor.
Yeah,
that is like super strong. And his weapon, right? Assassins are like always.
Oh, the weapon's got to be deadly, like poison
Right,
counters, like every time it hits or something,
good.
or like, and that's how they can get that. What you were talking about, like like the poison counters, like they could have a really low life, but every time their weapon hits, you get a poison counter that like deals the damage to you at the beginning of your upkeep or your beginning of your turn.
Right.
And so the more times that hits, like it kind of narrows that lifespan, and then they give them that kick-ass armor, and they can play like. Whatever to like, but I don't know, like assassins aren't really armor-based things,
Yeah,
but
it's more like utility.
right,
stuff.
like you're talking about like the smoke, like maybe like pop the armor and like nullify an attack for a turn or something.
Yeah, it could be like a smoke bomb belt or something is like his chest piece.
Right, you put it has 3 counters, like remove a counter, smoke bomb, nullify an attack. Like you can use it 3 times throughout the game or 2 times or whatever.
Yeah, but like super low health. It has to be.
I can definitely see that, especially
they're
with
starting the premiere right now over on DM Armada's.
Well,
YouTube.
our opponent is Kadachi locked, and I'm anticipating this being the last turn of the game.
Yeah. So
Snatch
he said
for
he was
4.
spoiling the Kingslayer, so I assume it's the assassin hero.
Good game, fellas. Hey, let's go hop in their chat real quick, just to congratulate them, and then we will end the stream there with them. Sound good?
Yep.
But I ended up fucking myself.
Good game, fellas. Good game, fellas.
Not flipping that razor literally cost me.
Yeah, I saw you got stuck with the one arsenal slot there.
Yeah, that the devil cost.
But I just want to thank you guys for coming out, and we'll have a bunch of prizes, obviously, for you guys. So the Celestial Cataclysm playmat, I've got boxes of sleeves, I've got all the promos and everything. I still have a set of Weave Lightning promos that I'm going to give to a random person as well. Lots of stuff going to be given out. Thank you guys for your support and being here and being a patron and all that fun stuff. What do y'all think about like the combo Blitz CC format?
I think it was sweet.
Yeah.
We need to do draft next time.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Well, apparently there is a draft simulator somebody's created, so. But
I think the one on Talishar, they've got one in beta.
yeah, so I think it's like an off website where you do the draft and then you import the deck into Talishar.
Yeah.
Yeah. But well, that was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed a lot of those games. There's a lot of matchups with like Rhinar and stuff that were a lot of fun to watch. It shows you like the power level of Blitz right now is just off the charts, and
Mhm.
I didn't listen to this game, obviously. How disappointed were you in? Disappointed were you in me, Papa? Huh?
disappointed? Never. We can talk about your disappointment later, son.
You know what I want.
I know. But well, thank you guys again, really, for coming out and playing. That was a lot of fun. Nathan and I enjoyed commentating over the games. Josh got in for a few games. But
Sweet.
we are going to end the stream there. Just shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all of our patrons and everything for constantly supporting us. It means a lot to us and allows us to do things like this and give away a bunch of prizes to you guys and as a thanks. So wouldn't be possible without you. And if you guys enjoyed watching, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And we will see you guys in the next one. Thanks,
Sweet.
everybody.
I thought you were talking to us. I'm like, I think we're subscribed.